What's up guys, Joe here, welcome back to my channel, and today we are back with more T-Mobile Bianchi here on PCM, and we are going jersey hunting. We want to get as many jerseys as possible ahead of the Tour de France. But first, I do want to say I am now streaming over on my Twitch channel, so if you're not following, make sure you go over there so you keep up to date. We are currently doing an EF Nippo career, really enjoying it so far. And also, if you cannot make the streams, if you want to catch up on a previous stream, I do have a new live YouTube channel where I'm uploading the stream replay, so you can catch up over there. Both of those links will be in the comments below. And looking at the sponsor objectives, we do have a few today in Italy and Germany, top 10s, top 5s. We don't want any of that. We're going for the win. And we start here in Italy for the Italian National Championship, and I'm pretty sure the best we can hope for is second place, because you know who will be winning. Yep, so I think that is going to be the case, because Taberi, our final rider, is racing now into the final kilometre up to 99 across the line. He does go 5th place. We have Affini, who will take the provisional lead, I'm sure, but of course Top Gunner is going to be the Italian champion for another season. So we swing it on over to America, where our only entrant, Ken Vermarker, has absolutely no chance of a top 20 even. So let's just see who wins this. I'm going, of course, for TJ. So it could be pretty close here in the US. Lawson Craddock may take the lead here from Chad Hager, who has just taken the best time, but TJ in his World Champs jersey right there for Astana is not going to be the champion of the US. Would you believe? I still can't get over the fact he is in the rainbow bands. Let's see who wins. And I'm pretty sure the man to win will be Brandon McNulty. Let's see. Brandon McNulty by 1 second ahead of Chad Hager. On to Germany then, where Marco Brenner is currently on course. Emmanuel Buchmann is currently the rider in first place, but I think our man is Lenny Kemner. Only really has a good chance though if he's on an exceptional day. So Brenner sprinting into the finish. Can he beat Emmanuel Buchmann? No, he can't. 43 seconds down. And to be fair, it is our first real chance here in this episode. A +1 day for Kemner, taking him to 75 time trial. Of course, still the likes of Nils Pollitt, Tony Martin is here riding for Ineos, and we have Schachmann and the likes still to come. Jascha Sütterlin as well. Still going to be difficult, but at the first split here, do we take the provisional best time? Let's see. We're currently 20 seconds down. Second split though for Lenny Kemner. 13 seconds down right now. We've really pushed it over that climb. We can now sit up a little bit and try and save for the final little pitch up. Here we go then. 1.5k to go. You can see I have plenty of energy in the reserves here for Kemner. We're going to go straight up to maybe 95 right now on this 9% section. Can we try and go 99 to the finish with Lenny Kemner? And we do take the best time, 16 seconds ahead of Buchmann. Is it going to be enough though to beat the likes of Max Volscheid? Let's see. He was ahead of us at the first 2 splits, and he beats us by 4 seconds. That is so frustrating. Yuri Holman is up next then for Movistar. He does take the best time. Okay, so at least we were beaten by more than one rider, but I do think the win today will be for Maxi Schachmann, although it could be very, very close. Let's see. Schachmann 5 seconds clear. This was close. Kemner 13 seconds behind. I think Schachmann, who will be the eventual winner. Sütterlin though, let's see. I think he's died a little too early. The Sunweb rider right here, yes he does, but 5th place for Kemner. And we do get our second opportunity in a row right here. Patrick Gamper with a massive +3 day, and I'm going to be honest, I think I'll be a little disappointed if we don't take the win this time. First split then, let's see how we're getting on so far with Gamper. We're 28 seconds down on Felix Großschartner. So third split right now, we were 38 seconds down at the second split. Let's see if we've improved right here. I've tried to push it a little bit with Gamper. 42 seconds down. Großschartner just seems to be on a great day too, and it's really putting pay to Gamper's chances. I think we'll probably finish second today, and probably Großschartner right here will be the man to frustratingly deny us yet again. So Matthias Branley crosses the line, 1 minute 24 down on Felix Großschartner, and Patrick Gamper crosses the line. Indeed, second place, 20 seconds behind. So next up, we do have the Kazakh time trial, a new one for us this season. We haven't had this one before, and Pronsky is doing pretty well, 42 seconds down at that first split. But of course, we're not going to win this one because a certain Alexei Lutsenko is here. And across the line comes Pronsky. Let's see where he goes. He does actually take the provisional best time, and could that put a little pressure on the favourites? Let's see here then, because Lutsenko is coming into the final kilometre. Could we have won our first time trial with Vadim Pronsky? The answer is no. So then, on paper, this seems to be a great opportunity for us to win our first time trial national championship. Stefan Bisker plus 3 day here in Switzerland, but looking at this final climb, it is massive. We need to save so much energy for that section. And oh yeah, I almost forgot, Stefan Kung is also here. So 5k to go, but we come into this percentage. It is 17% right now. Bisker is 17 seconds down. I'm going to really try and push this first section. 16%, unbelievable. Hershey is right here. So is Stefan Kung. I pushed that section as much as I dared because it is uphill to the line right now. We need to be so careful with our energy in this one, as Leo Kuhn is the best rider so far. Big surprise to me. So 600 meters left. Bisker giving his all as we come past these badly placed buildings. Bisker into the finish, 22 seconds clear. Let's go, but can Mark Hershey or Stefan Kung beat us? I think it's between Hershey and Bisker. 3 seconds and Bisker has beaten Mark Hershey, and I do believe Stefan Kung is going to be too far back. Let's go. Bisker takes the win today. Finally, we get a narrow victory. Bisker taking it ahead of Mark Hershey by 3 seconds. That climb was massive. Great parkours today, and Bisker, he delivered. So we have completed the time trials. We will soon have the road races. But first, I did want to talk about the transfers for a little bit, because a few of you have been asking, what is the situation with our dossiers essentially? And I have just added Gino Mada, the return of Gino Mada. We were unable to re-sign the man, unfortunately, in season 1. But for season 4, Gino Mada, he's been at FDJ for a little while, developed very nicely over there, and I cannot wait to hopefully bring this man back. We also have Pippo Ganna and Shackman still here. I've added Giacomo Nizzolo, and this could be controversial because Moschetti is there. We have Ackerman too. Ackerman is staying well clear of our team because the rivalry I feel between Rick Zabel and Ackerman is something I really want to maintain in the series. So for that reason, we cannot sign Pascal Ackerman. So Nizzolo, for me, is a really well-rounded rider coming to the team as a sprinter. I've also added Samuel Battistella, Valerio Conti as well. So we have plenty of options here to sign for next season. I'm really hoping we can get most of these across the line. On we go then to the road races, and today we do have the Swiss road race. We were denied here by Fabian Leinhardt, I do believe, if we can find him. There he is, the man who outsprinted, I think, Stefan Bisker in the final, if I remember correctly. It was a nightmare end. I thought we had it in the bag after dropping Mark Hershey. Let's see if we can improve on that this season. So 80k to go then, and of course our main opposition today is Mark Hershey for Facebook Trek, but he is by himself. He has no teammates, so I think the goal has to be to try and isolate Hershey in a smaller group with multiple riders from our team. Then we can just try and attack him left, right and centre. So we have been the team initiating a really hard tempo in the final kind of 70k or so. Pello has done a great job. He is now out the back, and we are now finally starting to see multiple riders start to struggle. Cher is going to pull over. Then we'll go with Jacobs. Oh, and here we go. Mark Hershey on the attack. 23k to go. He can clearly see that we are pushing the tempo, but we still have numbers. Jacobs is still here. Mauro Schmid is still here as well. We still have riders from Groupama FDJ. 27 riders are still here. Surely Hershey can't go solo with Stefan Kung chasing him in. So Hershey has been caught. We're going to come to the front again right now and try and make it difficult. One final climb before the final ascent of the climb to the finish. So 13k to go. Mark Hershey has indeed been caught. So we've come to the front again to try and make this really, really difficult. Here comes Hershey trying to make a difference before the final climb. He's clearly not confident in taking this one in a sprint on that final punchy hill, and Schmid is going to do his best to try and keep him within arm's reach right now. Gino Marder is still here. He's working as a domestique again today for Fabian Leinhardt maybe. And can we try and counterattack Mark Hershey now? Perhaps with Bissiger? Maybe too difficult. But we now have just 17 riders in the front group, so over half the field have now been dropped. And maybe we can try and attack Hershey. And I thought we would see an attack by Mark Hershey right here. We're going to just try and make sure we respond if Hershey tries any funny business. Oh, and here we go. Hershey's gone again. Hershey has gone again. And I'm not going to follow that with Bissiger. Let's try and sit in the wheel with Schmid. But 5k to go. Hershey is gone right now. Oh boy, we need to bring him in ASAP. Gino Marder doing his best as well. And Hershey is gone. He is gone. I should have followed that. He's won this race. Mark Hershey is gone. 3.5k to go. We're going to try and catch him with Schmid. Keep Bissiger in a great position. But Hershey is up the road. He has 17 seconds now coming into this final. Bissiger is going to try and stay here. But is Hershey going to get caught? I don't believe he is. Bissiger is coming 99 into the finish. We're not going to make the same mistake we made last year and going too early, but here we go. Bissiger trying to catch Hershey. He's not going to. Mark Hershey wins the Swiss title. Bissiger is second and best of the rest. So frustrating. We played it wrong. Should have followed Mark Hershey as I first intended to with Bissiger. Instead, I dropped back Schmid, tried to catch him with Maro, but Hershey's descending skills really helped him here today. Oh, excellent stuff. Kevin Vermarker, our only rider, a -5 day. You love to see it, you really do. I'm not going to lie, I'd be feeling quite good about this race with Vermarker. He has a decent kick, decent hill as well, so we could potentially try to get away without this -5, but pretty much no chance, I believe, on this day. Anyhow, you know we're going to do our best. So we have 33k to go. We are seeing a few moves. I saw Joyce try to get away. We're just trying to hold on for the end at this rate. I don't think we can really launch any attacks. 16k to go. We have the final ascent right now, and we need to follow any moves. I believe Sepkus is following Larry Warbass. Luckily, it's Warbass attacking away and Sepkus following, because I think this will make it a lot easier for us to follow, especially again on this just terrible day. And now Sepkus is attacking. I cannot really follow. We'll try and follow Matteo Jorgensen and we are done. We cannot follow anyone else. And look at these guys cruise up the roads, and it is done for us today, sadly. So we're relying now on Ben King to try and bring us in. We're just completely cooked. Up the road, McNulty, Simmons have been dropped, and Sepkus going for the line. Will Barter and Matteo Jorgensen are right there. We've been dropped by Ben King. Just a disastrous day. So we'll see how this ends, because it's a great race. I'm so disappointed we have such a terrible day on a really fun road race. Sepkus is attacking. He's not going to win it, I think. Matteo Jorgensen is now the favourite. Will Barter trying to attack, but he seems to be leading out Matteo Jorgensen just perfectly into the final kilometre. Quinn Simmons is here as well. Quinn Simmons, but Matteo Jorgensen takes the win for Movistar. A really nice win for him. And again, a great shame we couldn't be involved. So it seems to be going wrong again, guys. We just cannot seem to win many jerseys. I don't know what it is. You need to let me know down below what I'm doing wrong in these races. But anyhow, we don't get the best day here because Covi and Ciccone on a poor day in Italy. Maybe we go for Taburi, but he can't really sprint. So not really sure if it suits him today. Moscon, maybe our leader. So I'm going to turn it up a little early here. 140k to go. Covi and Pabato are just going to try and push the tempo here on this early climb before heading into the finishing circuits. Coming to the top of the climb then, a job well done. Of course, we're not going to drop potential race winners here, although we have dropped quite a few riders, but hopefully this does put us in a position perhaps to try and launch Tiberi later on, because the rest of the guys will just have less energy. We're now on the last Serra climb for the second occasion today, trying to make it difficult still. I think Tiberi could be our leader, but our backup is Gianni Moscon, who will try and sprint for it with whoever is left in that front group. I'm pretty sure if he's there, we'll still have the likes of Colbrelli perhaps in the front group. Here we go then. We have 20k to go. We're going to try and make this so difficult, hopefully, so Tiberi is able to attack away on the climb. If not, of course, Gianni is our option. Fabro and Aliotti making this super difficult very early on. We still have Ciccone, who's going to push it on this climb. And here we go, Tiberi trying to come to the front. Aliotti and Fabro probably can now sit up for the day. They have done a great job. And now Ciccone is going to try and push the rhythm on 90. We'll put Tiberi in his wheel. Masnada and Ganna. Pippo Ganna is right here trying to attack away. And we're really trying to push this with Ciccone. We can't really push anyone out the back just yet. We'll just try and keep these guys in our grasp for now. Okay, and they're still attacking. Tiberi is going to have to try and just go 95. Right now we have Formulo and Ballerini here. Let's try and follow him with Tiberi. Moscon is still on his wheel. Okay, if we can get Moscon over the top right here with Antonio Tiberi, that could be our best bet, but we still have Davide Ballerini in this group. Let's try and get to Formulo right here. Moscon can probably sit with Davide Ballerini, who will probably beat us in a sprint. Let's be real. And Tiberi can try and get to Formulo, who is quicker than Tiberi. So either way, we have a quicker rider here. But Tiberi is away now with Davide Formulo. And behind, these guys are not going to make it back in. The likes of Matteo Trentin. 8k to go. I think this could come back in. Tiberi is doing his best to stay with Formulo in this descent. He's not quite as good a descender as, of course, Formulo. And Ballerini is going to be forced to do the work on this flat section. Oh, and look at this. 5k to go. Formulo trying to attack away from Tiberi, who tries to sit in his wheel, and he does so. Ballerini is bringing these guys back in, though, and it's all going to come back together right now. Can Moscon try something here? Let's follow Ballerini. Not quite sure how to play this. So I think we're going to have to try and attack, are we? With Antonio Tiberi on the left-hand side of the roads. Tiberi is going to try and attack away. Moscon in the wheel of Formulo right now into the final kilometre. Let's try and come round. Moscon is going to be Moscon v Battistella. And Sam Battistella is going to take it ahead of Moscon. We outfoxed Ballerini and Formulo, but Samuel Battistella is the man to steal it from us today. Let's be honest, that was a great race. I thought I played it to perfection, I won't lie. We had two riders in the front five. We made Formulo do the work. We made Ballerini do all of the work. And I thought if I tried to attack into the final 2 or 3k with Tiberi, Moscon could sit on. Those guys would be too tired, and either Tiberi goes away or Moscon sprints past them. The man I didn't consider, Samuel Battistella, takes the win from us today. So we now head to Germany, and I can't believe we've had so many second places here today. The curse continues, guys. The curse continues, but I think we're here at perhaps the Nürburgring in Germany. At least that's what I'm going to guess, because we have a big racetrack for the majority of the course today, and I think we have Kemner, Brenner and even Ruch, who could be options. And so it will be a sad day, I guess, for Rick Zabel, because of course the current champion of Jersey will not be retaining that today. We're going to try and blow this up very early on in the work for Kemner and Brenner, with Zabel and Decker on the front here. Oh my words, and Kemner falls right here alongside Emmanuel Buchmann, but I assume we still have Maxi Schachmann up front. So let's try and get Kemner back in to the front group ASAP right here. So currently we literally have riders scattered everywhere. Kemner's still behind. We have such a hard tempo in the front group, making it so difficult for him to get back in as well. And I'm not sure he's going to be able to. But it does seem they are out of gas at the front. And now Kemner is going to make it back in right here with the help of Rick Zabel. Let's try and pace right away on the front to try and push some of these guys out the back who try to hurt Lenny Kemner. So Emmanuel Buchmann is now pacing on the front. I guess he is going to now work for Maxi Shackman, but Brenner and Kemner recovering okay. So I hope we can still try and win this. Another climb done then, and we're down to 22 riders in the front group right here, seeing the likes of Max Volscheid out the back now. So we're now on to the penultimate main climb. We still have 22 here. We need this to be as difficult as possible if we want our guys to have a chance really over Maxi Shackman. So we're really pushing this now. Kemner on the front. You can see Ruch is gone, Bookman is gone, Martin is gone, Degenkolb is gone as well. So do we go for Brenner or do we go for Kemner? Because 11 riders are all that are left. We could even try and attack right now with Marco Brenner and see how this goes. Kemner can try and follow too because we want him in the front group, and suddenly we do have 2 riders in a front group of 5. Pollitt, Suterlin and Shackman are here. Can these guys follow now? And you know what? Looking at it, I think we could be gone. These guys are going to try and work together, but for now, Pollitt, Shackman and Suterlin are really working well with us. Okay, the work stopped, and now Niels Pollitt is going to make a move. I just don't know who to have as our leader right now. Let's just stay in. I'll follow, I think, Kemner with Brenner because he's just on a slightly better kind of fitness currently because of that crash and using that energy to get back in. And Pollitt is building a lead right here. Let's try and attack away again. Kemner is going to try and follow, and we'll follow Maxi Shackman if we can with Marco Brenner. And Shackman really is the thorn in our sides here today. Again, we're gone, but Shackman is here. So we now have 13k to go. Pollitt is still up the road. Kemner has come to the front to work for Marco Brenner for a little bit, and Nico Denz is here as well. Is he trying a move? Surely not. Let's try and really push this now up to 6%. Denz is trying to work, and you can see Pollitt is going to be brought in. His only real chance of victory here today, and I'm going to try one more time with Lenny Kemner. Let's get in the wheel of Maxi Shackman. Can Kemner surely drop Niels Pollitt? I cannot believe Niels Pollitt can follow Lenny Kemner on this type of percentage. That is unbelievable. Anyhow, let's try and stay here. Let's try and stay here with... Oh my, that block is unreal. Let's try and get to these guys now with Marco Brenner, and we should have 3 riders at the very front right here. So what I meant to say is we now have 2 riders in the front group of 3, and I can see Shackman is struggling, and Marco Brenner has now gone clear. Kemner can just sit in this group, and Marco Brenner has 8k to go. And I think Marco Brenner is going to be the champion of Germany. Can you guys believe it? This is going to be a beautiful win. Shackman is now here with a few other guys. We'll follow him with Lenny Kemner. But over a minute up the road, Marco Brenner is going to be the champion of Germany. Is he 19 years old, I think, currently in this save? We have 900 meters to the line. These guys cannot catch us. Kemner is going to try and sprint, of course, for 2nd place, but Marco Brenner can celebrate already. What a win in the young career of Marco Brenner, becoming the champion of Germany. Can we get 2nd with Kemner? I don't believe we will, but we don't care one bit today. We have worked so hard to finally get a road race, and we do indeed retain the German national title, this time with the 19-year-old Marco Brenner. I am so pumped with that win right there. So up next, we are here in Austria. We only have Patrick Gamper, so I can't really see us winning this one. Maybe we try and join the breakaway and see what we can do on this parcours. Really no chance for Gamper, I'm afraid. So we currently do find ourselves 2 minutes up the road solo, 90k to go. It would be a miracle ride for Gamper. Let's see if he can pull it off. Okay, yeah, I didn't expect this, I won't lie. We have 11 minutes lead, 30k later. You can see they're well behind on the climb. They're not taking us seriously. I think we've won this race. If only all national championships were this easy. A 12-minute lead, 2k to go. These guys are racing for 2nd behind. They left it way too late, quite clearly. Patrick Gamper is going to cruise across the line here in Austria. He is going to win the Austrian road race, and we make it 2 in a row. Finally, we're hitting some form, and Patrick Gamper is the Austrian champion. Next up, we're in Slovenia, and this should be fun because Žiga Horvat is taking on not this Pogačar, but he is taking on this Pogačar as well as Primož Roglič. So this is our only real chance of victory today. Pogačar and Horvat are up the road, of course, not Tadej though, and we're gonna see if we're able to hold off the peloton somehow. Oh yes guys, it is happening. 18 minutes currently separates the main peloton from the breakaway. We're completely over this climb that they're just starting, and looking at this group, it will be won from this group. We do have some strong riders though. Novak is very good. R as well. He can climb and sprint much better than Horvat. So this is still going to be very difficult. We're going to give it our best though. Okay, so we're now getting to the decisive stage of the race. Pogačar puts in the first attack, and for some reason R doesn't follow. We're going to try and sit in the wheel of Novak right here. He's working very, very hard. As you see, R is able to follow though. And can we miraculously get over this climb with these guys, Novak in particular, and can we then win this in a sprint beating R? If we can drop R and get over the climb with Novak or Pogačar, we're in a great situation. Here we go. Novak is going to attack as soon as this climb begins, and I think Pogačar will be the first to drop away, and we may be soon after. They go. Pogačar is gone. R is gone as well. Can we now ride with Novak to the line? Let's try and work with this man right here. He is going to be so strong on this climb if we can stay with him, but here comes R back to fight on, and this is going to be difficult again right here with Novak taking the lead of the group, and Horvat does seem to be done, and I think we're going out the back. 5k to go. Our only hope is if these guys up the road do sit and look at each other. Why is Novak pulling like this? I mean, fair play, he has to attack, but this means we have no chance, and he does seem to have dropped R. I believe I'm saying this correctly, Mark R. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, I'll be honest, but 2k to go. These guys are going to fight it out, and we're trying to catch them. Novak seems to have slightly more energy, to be fair, into the final kilometre. Let's see who takes this today. Novak, and it's going to be R, as I expected, ahead of Novak, and poor Giga is going to have to settle for third place. Would have been lovely to beat Roglic and Pogačar. So I do believe this is our final chance to add to our tally this year. It's going to be, I think, Pronsky versus maybe Lutsenko. Can we try and join the early breakaway? Let's see if this is possible. I doubt it. So the issue we have here is that Lutsenko, the strongest rider in the race, has a full team of riders to support him. So this is going to be so difficult for anyone else to get close to winning. Maybe Giddish for Williams Martini Racing. And look at this, Astana are just pacing so hard straight away, no one up the road, just to try and drop everyone, I guess, to leave Lutsenko to attack. Unbelievable. So it is a very short race in Kazakhstan. I think 112k, surely one of the shortest national championships, certainly one of the shortest I have ever seen. But Astana still pacing. We'll let them pace like that. To be honest, it suits us a little more. We're down to 23 riders now at the front, and I think we're going to see more out the back pretty much every climb. And as soon as they're done, I think we can then try and attack, because Lutsenko is then isolated. So really, they're shooting themselves in the foot a little bit, using up all their domestiques early on. So there you go, 40k to go. The Astana domestiques are all done. Lutsenko is currently on the front, so why not? Let's try it right now. Pronsky is going to try and attack early on here in the Kazakh National Championships to try and force these guys out the back for good, and quickly we have a very elite group forming up the roads. So we have 6 riders here. Giddish, Lutsenko and Pronsky probably are still the favourites from this group, although to be fair, looking at these guys, we do have some pretty capable punchers still here, and this is about to get very, very tasty indeed. So 35k to go. As soon as we hit this climb, Pronsky is going to try and attack again. Lutsenko to the back of the group this time around. Can we drop any of these guys? Not quite sure. If nothing else, we're going to make this very difficult, and there you go. Look at that. We have 3 riders off the front. Lutsenko currently is not one of them. So you can see I'm really trying to push this right now. I sense an opportunity right here, and hopefully these guys do as well. Giddish and Bakirov I'm going to go with. Probably absolutely butchered that, but Lutsenko is going to have to chase on himself right here whilst we can work together, because these guys, I think, are going to rely on the big favourites. Okay, so Lutsenko is quickly catching us right here. 25k to go. It is all back together. Let's try and attack again whilst Lutsenko is to the back of this group, and try and force another group, hopefully without him here. Okay, we're now seeing plenty of attacks. Lutsenko is here. We did see Giddish go up the road just now for Williams Martini. We're just going to try and follow Lutsenko, try and man mark him really, for the rest of this race. It seems most of the guys in this group are pretty strong, and as I say that, Staunov and Ashimov start to struggle just a little bit. So here we go, we have an attack onto the next climb, the penultimate climb now of the race, and it's Fedorov, not the strongest rider in this group. Lutsenko in his wheel, Pronsky is following. Let's try and counter that right now with Vadim. Pronsky seemed to time that pretty nicely. To be fair, Lutsenko is going to try and bring us in alongside these guys, but are they strong enough? That is the question. So 3.5k to go. It's starting to look pretty good for Vadim. Pronsky still 32 seconds. Let's go straight to 85, 89 just to start, and then we can go back down to 85. These guys, they don't have a massive gap to us. 40 seconds. Lutsenko is now attacking, but just 1.5k to go for Vadim Pronsky. Have we done enough here? Lutsenko trying to bring him in, but Vadim Pronsky, Lutsenko's former teammate, oh my, this is going to be close. This is going to be very close because we are now done to the line, but so is Lutsenko. And there you go, Vadim Pronsky, I do believe, is going to be the champion of Kazakhstan. He celebrates, he knows he's done it. What a win that is, beating Lutsenko and co. Well guys, I think that will sum it up. I think we had 14 races today, so hopefully it's not too long. Hopefully you enjoyed as well. We did have a slight improvement. I think we won 4 total jerseys, so up from the 1 of the first 2 seasons combined, but there were some that definitely got away. The ones in Italy and Switzerland in particular are ones that I'm really disappointed and annoyed at myself that we weren't able to claim, but definitely a big improvement. And I think it's also nice to see some riders that aren't our very top riders. Jacone, Kemner, Moscon win some jerseys. Of course, Brenner, up and coming superstar. I hope Vadim Pronsky as well, and also Gamper. So some riders in and amongst the team taking the jerseys, which for me is really nice to see. But guys, that will sum it up today. I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure you drop a like on the video, drop a sub to my channel as well if you're new, working our way towards 2,500, which is unreal. So thank you so much for the support on this series and on the channel in general. And next up, of course, we have none other than the Tour de France, and I hope to see you there. I'll see you guys in the next one.